234 overseas Filipino workers repatriated on New Year's Eve in a chartered plane thanks to Chief of Protocol Robert Borje. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel called The Noble Socialite. 234 overseas Filipino workers were repatriated during the New Year's Eve in a chartered plane thanks to the Chief of Presidential Protocol and Presidential Assistant of Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Robert Borje, who was accompanied by Foreign Affairs Undersecretary for Migrant Workers Affairs Sarah Lou ARRIOLA. During their visit to Bahrain, the Philippines government brings home 234 Filipinos from the UAE and Bahrain via chartered plane on the New Year's Eve. Bahrain's Assistant Foreign Minister Abdulla bin Faisal al-Doseri warmly welcomed the 14 officials delegation led by Mr Borje at the Bahrain International Airport on 28 December 2020. Joining the Philippines delegation was Presidential Communications Operations Office Assistant Secretary for Global Media and Public Affairs J.V. ARCENA. In a meeting between the two officials, Mr Borje conveyed President Duterte's gratitude for the solid partnership in upholding the rights and welfare of the migrant workers that has transformed the lives of many for the better. Mr Borje expressed President's keen interest in broadening and deepening cooperation with Bahrain in areas of mutual interest such as trade, investments, education, information, communication, agriculture and public health, including diagnostics, management and treatment of coronavirus COVID-19. President Duterte has designated Mr Borje as Special Envoy for the Goodwill Mission of a series of intergovernmental meetings with the officials of Bahrain, as well as undertake assistance to nationals and repatriation programs. Kalinga at Malasakit for overseas Filipino workers remains a focus area under Duterte administration. This is Mr Borje's second designation as Special Envoy to Bahrain. President Duterte's previously appointed Pafa Borje as Special Envoy to Bahrain, Saudi Arabia and Tunisia in 2019. Mr Borje and Ms ARRIOLA, along with the embassy officials, met with volunteers who took vaccination for COVID-19 and spoke to many OFWs for further repatriation process. During their short visit, Mr Borje and his team also met with the current Prime Minister and Crown Prince Sheikh Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and discussed Bahrain's relations with the Filipino community and the Philippines, including the protection of the Filipino citizens abroad. During a one-day visit by a high-level delegation of the Philippines, Bahrain and the Philippines both have agreed to establish diplomatic relations stronger. And for that, several meetings were held. Philippines Ambassador Mr. Alfonso War also attended the meeting along with many other officials from the embassy. Attendees were offered refreshments at the end of the session, and everybody had the opportunity to meet Mr. Borje and his team to get a selfie with them. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe, like and share with your friends.